that the native son returning should be an expert in this particular environment. My proposal to the committee is this could be regarded as an asset rather than a deterrent, and it could be developed as a showcase within the larger plan for the business park. Okay, now let me elaborate real quickly. Here's 5 reasons why I think it would be worthwhile to do that. An asset for promoting smart growth, or green growth, often as you'll hear it called, and a contemporary sophistication. And that's what we are going for with our revitalization of this town. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
To gain an asset for recognition through Vision 2025. Now there's a category of community landscaping destination gardens. Well, that initiative, how about we have a focus of an ecological garden? This idea, and Darlene sort of corroborated that, an ecological area. What about a regionally distinctive ecological garden that would showcase progressive development approach with stewardship of natural resources? Who else has got one of those in the Alleghany Highlands? Now I'll come back to that in a
Are
second.
you a part of that committee?
I am not.
You're not? Okay, I was curious if you had gotten
I
involved.
was just about to sit down with Sandra Denius,
Yeah, and she's now left, yeah.
and so I don't know if her successor, if she continued to do that as a rep of the chamber.
No, she has someone who has replaced her just very recently, and I don't know how engaged, she has been in the project, but I think it would be good for you to get involved in that committee.
Absolutely.
Not just for the purposes of this particular area, but for your expertise in other areas.
If we're good to go with that, I'd like to pursue that kind of quickly because I'd like to get our hands on that distinctive before somebody else does. I don't know if there's a certification process or such. I did see one sign at the boat landing in Covington. But, if we got our hands on that distinctive, then we would beat anybody else in case the idea leaks out. So, but again, this is sort of an idea that really intrigues me. To gain an asset for providing a unique outdoor laboratory site that would enhance the educational experience of students from the town, the county, the Alleghany Highlands region. Now this is an optional consideration, and of course it raises a question of if there was a designated green space or open space in this larger plan, how would its access be managed? And that's a whole separate question, I understand. Open public or limited public, etc. But this idea is very often used, particularly in suburban communities, where they want to achieve both. They want to preserve a natural area, a green space area, but you've obviously got to have utilization as justification. And of course, these are often the very best places to have unique educational experiences. And it's very close at hand. And I know that there is a considerable amount of educational constituency that I can tap into real quickly that would be behind the idea. To show the value for the town's most distinctive natural resource. Now, I'm talking to my hat band here, but I am claiming, based on my knowledge, that this is probably the single most distinctive natural resource within the town limits of Clifton Forge. Globally rare wetland community of ancient age that supports distinctive fauna and flora. And finally, just to do what we say we're doing, to fulfill the stated mission of the committee. In service to the town, the project would fulfill at least 3 of the 4 stated goals to protect natural resources of the town. So, and that's pretty straightforward. Now that being said, again, you very often see this done in suburban areas with their green space, their open space, their natural areas. I have seen it many places in my travels, both in and out of Virginia. Most recently, and in fact this is a current project of mine as a consultant. This is up near the Leesburg area. And this is a community, a living community there in Loudoun County, and they've done this very thing. And of course the utilization of the residents involves trails and boardwalks and observation platforms and signage, etc. And there are many support groups that provide the educational activities that that residents then can take advantage of. Question?
Are you trying to
I was
read what's
reading, I
up
like
there?
that, please
Yeah.
read nothing but footsteps.
It's a pretty lengthy sign. I was kind of surprised to see those. So just back to this real quick. This really intrigues me, this idea that we could sort of package this as an ecological garden that would be unique to Clifton Forge in the Allegheny Highlands region. So I really am eager to kind of pursue this possibility. And just as soon as I figure out who's wearing the hat now. But consider this. Now keep in mind, this is just conceptual. None of the partners on the bottom of the sign there have committed any money yet. This is just conceptual. But here's sort of the idea. Our own ecological garden. And those partners are not outside the realm of possibility, even for financial support. Virginia Outdoors Foundation. I'll be honest with you. I told Gary yesterday when we were chatting, well, to be truthful, when I first saw the commercial sign up, and not even knowing any of the history of the background, my thought was, okay, 13.1, and I forget what the price tag was at the time, 130-ish maybe. Do you recall the initial price tag that was advertised for the whole tract?
Well, I don't know that we ever did.
Oh,
It's been advertised.
well, I think I made one phone call and was given that suggestion. Maybe not, but at any rate, I thought, okay, well,
Well, I think what happened was, there was a per acre, I think that was correct, wasn't it, Darlene? It was a per acre.
I think Dave Cuppinger
Yeah.
put something out
Dave Cuppinger
without
put that
the
out.
town's permission that
Oh.
gave a per acre value based upon what he was thinking it should go for. But
Okay.
the way the town has been marketing the property for the last several years has
Right.
been, come to us, tell us what you're interested
Right.
in using the land for, because we are very eager to bring new business
Right.
and new jobs, and not necessarily get a lot of immediate
Right.
cash, but more have a steady revenue stream
Right.
that would be here for the next 50 or 100 years.
right, and I knew that was the case
Yeah.
presently. At the time, the first thought that entered my mind, and this was based on other projects that I've been involved with, was, what would be the possibility of a third party purchasing the entire tract, giving the tract back to the town, and it just being another park or open space. And I've been involved in those projects before. I saw some folks in Northern Virginia pay $430,000 for 5.3 acres because there was a pond on it, and attach it to a nature preserve, and so. At any rate, this is that concept that I'm presenting to the committee as a proposal. If you give me a green light, I will run with this, or at least I'll walk with it. At least on the preliminaries, which is mostly at this point kind of gathering support, gathering constituency. Questions?